Days of Praise, Wednesday, March 7, 2018, by John D. Morris, titled Tragic Lot. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Psalm 1, verse 1. One of the most tragic figures in all of Scripture is that of compromising Lot, Abraham's nephew, who renounced the land of promise for the sinful society of Sodom, ultimately to lose everything of importance. His slide into apostasy, as traced in Genesis 12 through 19, seems to parallel the progression described in today's text of not becoming a godly believer. Lot is first mentioned as traveling with Abraham and Sarai from their homeland to Canaan in obedience to God's command, Genesis 12, verse 4 and 5, and 13, verse 5. A petty problem arises that surely could have been resolved, Genesis 13, verse 6 through 10. But Lot chose, in verse 11, to walk in the counsel of the ungodly. But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly, verse 13. Lot soon found a home in the city itself, not content to merely herd his flock in the fertile valley. By standing in the way of sinners, when Sodom was attacked by enemies, he was captured, chapter 14, verse 12, and later rescued by Abraham, verses 14 through 16. Lot's identification with wicked Sodom did not end there, and it should have. For when the city's wickedness was beyond God's forbearance, Lot was found sitting in the seat of the scornful, a leader of the city, sitting in the gates with the town fathers, chapter 19, verse 1. Lot was a just or righteous man, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, 2 Peter 2, verse 7. But his actions, Genesis 9, verse 8, and his lack of spiritual influence, even within his own family, verses 14 through 16 and 31 through 38, testify to the horror of such a compromising lifestyle. May God grant us all the persevering faith of Abraham and not the compromising faith of Lot. To know more about the Institute for Creation Research and its ministries, visit icr.org.